Good day, sir. In this video, I'll be using Cisco Packet Tracer to demonstrate how to configure a small network. I'll configure all the network parameters, update the web server's HTML file, enable the DNS service, and configure the routers so that student 2 can access the server using a domain name. So first, I'll configure the necessary network parameters for all the devices. This includes assigning their IP addresses, subnet masks, and default gateway. So let's start sa server. IP address of the server, we have Class C IP address 192.168.5.1, subnet mask, of course, 255.255.255, that's 0. That's Class C, and then default gateway, we have 192.168.5.254, and the DNS server 192.168.5.1, which is the IP address of the server. So each PC is assigned a static IP address and the correct gateway according to its network. So instructor 1 gateway, of course, should be similar. 192.168.5.254, and its IP address, we have 192.168.5.2, and the DNS server, of course, the IP address of the server. We also have the student 1 IP address 192.168.5.3, and gateway similar, and DNS server is also similar. So instructor 1 and student 1 is on the same network, while this student 2 is on the other network. So as you can see, its IP address, we have 192.168.6.1. It's still on the Class C, but lahi na ang iyahang kuan. Then, subnet mask Class C, tapos default gateway, we have 192.168.6.254, and the DNS server, it should be the same as the IP of the server for the student 2 to access the domain. So next, I'll update the index.html file of the HTTP service on the server. So yes, you should on that, then edit. This will be the web page that the clients can access. So I've already prepared my own code. Save. Yes. And then after, now I'll configure the DNS service on the same server to translate a domain name. And to translate a domain name into the server's IP address, as you can see, I have, okay, wait, let's remove. So name, Mary.com. Then the IP address should be the address should be the IP address of the server, which is 192.168.5.1, then add. So this means whenever a computer types Mary.com or HTTP Mary.com in the browser, the DNS will translate it to the IP address 192.168.1.1. Now, I'll configure the router so that it can forward packets between the two networks. So here I use the config tab under each interface. So we have, this is the first network, the gateway, of course, it's the IP address of the router. And then the second network, we have this, the gateway also. And then I could also use the CLI commands, but using the interface tab gives the same result and is easier to visualize in this demo. So to test the connection to make sure that everything works, so the IP address of the instructor 1, we have 192.168.5.2. So let's ping that using command prompt dot 5 dot 2. I actually have done that. It's being 192.168.5.3, which is the student 1. So I have tried earlier in student 2 being the server. So as you can see, this is the IP address of the server and it is successful. So now let's try to open if we can access the web page that we made on the server. So I found a mistake. Oh my god. I forgot to on that one. So now let's test the web browser. So http mary.com. Yep. Instructor 1, let's go to student 1. Mary.com. Yan. Then let's go to student 2. So this is the student 2. As you can see, it successfully, the web page loads successfully, which means the DNS and HTTP services are working. The router is forwarding packets correctly.